What if Anachrony and Patchwork had a child? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel, and yeah, I know that statement was pretty bold, saying Anachrony and Patchwork had a child, like using like super light game like Patchwork and then like super heavy game like Anachrony, actually, and merging them together. But yeah, if they had a child, the game would be called Trekking Through History. Now, I know it's a bold statement. Stay with me, I'll explain everything. So, Trekking Through History is a game that kind of drew me just because of its look. I didn't know much about it, but it looked interesting. It sounded, for what I saw, it sounded really interesting, and I wanted to try it out. So I received a review copy of it, and I decided to give it a go. And boy, was I pleasantly surprised by this game. The game is super easy to explain. It's really straightforward. There's nothing super complicated about it. You get these itineraries, and you are trying to go through history and do different things. You can learn from the books in the Great Alexandria Library, or you can, I don't know, learn the way of the sword with the samurais, or you can talk with Nikola Tesla and discover electricity. You can get rich during the gold rush. So there's all kinds of different events that you will be visiting throughout 3 days. That's how long the game goes. Basically, one day is one turn of the game. And in this game, what you are doing, you are visiting different parts of the history. You are trekking through history, and in when you are doing that, you have to be careful to go from the furthest away to the newest part of the history. So you need to go like in a sequence order. You can't jump back and forward. That's very important because as long as you are able to follow the years by years, or however they are going, if in ascending order, so to say, you will score more points, which is very important. But sometimes it will happen that it will happen so that all the cards are not good for you, and you will have to like stop that streak and start over with the new year, and then just going in a sequence order, in an upgoing sequence order of things. So yeah, overall, you will try to do that in 3 turns, and that's where the part of Anachrony comes from. It's a game about time traveling, and Anachrony has the best time traveling mechanic I ever saw in any game, and this one also does this very well. It is pretty simple. It's not like Anachrony. It's pretty simple. Like you just go and take cards from different parts of the history, and you will, as you take those cards will bring you some knowledge or other types of experiences which you will put in your itinerary, and you will try to score as many points as you can at the end of each day. And how you, when you take the cards, you will have this timer, and some cards are worth like 1 time while others are worth like 5 times, and you will move your timer around the board, and if you are in the last place, you get to play. So there's really, certainly that's going to happen, is that you, if you're last and everybody, let's say like 2 players play like big cards right from the start, and you just take the card that takes 1 time, and then you move, because you move just one space and they are still in front of you, you still get to play. So you will play as long as you are the last player. Once you go over them, the last player then starts playing, and the game works splendidly. I just enjoyed it so much because of its simplicity, but yet you can see what others are doing. You can even like mess up a little bit with them. It's not take that game by all means, because there's always a way to mitigate your luck. So if you don't want to break your row of the sequence of the years, you can always visit your ancestors, which is like acting like a wild card, and it just continues the years you need. Like you say, this is year this and this, and so you're fine. You can then continue your sequence, and I really like that because you can mess up a little bit with people, but still they can like avoid destroying their combos, so to say. So yeah, overall, trekking through history, I really enjoy this one. Of course, yeah. Also, there's these time crystals that you can use to like take a big card that costs lots of time. Usually, those cards will also be worth a lot. They will give you a lot of different components to put on your itinerary, those experiences, and you can pay crystals to like make them cost 3 or 2, so you can take like a big card, get lots of resources, experiences, or whatever you want to call it. I can't remember the name right now, and then you can like play again maybe another big card, and you will not be like far away from everybody else, and they will have like 6 turns, and you will, while you only have like 2. So that's really nice thing. Of course, the production is through the roof. It looks stunningly. You even get a playmat in this game, which I rarely see in the games, that they pack you with the playmat in the box itself. And the playmat is really cool thing because it makes picking up the cards so much easier. In this game, you pick up cards all the time from the timeline. So yeah, trekking through history is absolutely wonderful game. I loved every little bit of it, every little bit of this set collection, of these sequences where you want to put years in the correct order. I just love that little puzzle, and I think you should definitely check this one. I was blown how great it is, how much fun I had with it, and yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. It's really great game. You really need to check it out. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing. Also, there's a Patreon. You can support this channel on Patreon, and in a near future, or maybe it's already happening depending when you are watching this video, you will be able to choose which videos, which games I will review next, which games I will film for the channel. So you kind of become part of this channel in a way, and you will decide what you want to see next. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next time. Pozdrav. And I'll explain you how I made that analogy going be possible, sort of. Yeah. The overall look was what was